welcome back. Today we're going to be making the Lowland Kids sun hat. We're going to need our 2 pieces for our rim. We're going to need our 2 straps, and then our middle piece, and then our 2 side pieces. And then I also have liners in both of these. Okay, so to start off, we're going to take this middle part, and then we're going to have 2 of our side parts, and we are going to match up these notches. So you'll have a notch on the middle part on 2 spots, and then on these side parts you'll have a notch. You're going to match those right sides together and match up those notches and put a clip. And then you're going to bring this corner down to this corner and add that clip. And then the same for this top part. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a clip in these 2 sections just because it's swim, so it's a lot slicker than normal fabric. I want to make sure I keep everything together. And then we're going to do the same thing for this other side. So we're going to put them right sides together and match up these notches. And then add our clip. Pull these corners together. Match those up. And add our clip. And then bring this down to this corner. And then I'm just going to add the same clips I did on the other side right between these 2. And then you are just going to serge right along where you clipped on both sides. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing for this lining part. So we are going to put the right sides together and match up the notches. And then bring these corners down. And then this corner to the top up here. Flip this over so we can see this side better and match up these notches. And these corners. And then I'm just going to add in my additional clips. And then you're just going to serge, Alrighty, and then you are just going to serge right along where we place these clips. Alrighty, then we're going to take our brim pieces and we're going to fold them in half and lay them right sides together. And we're just going to add a couple clips on this raw edge. So we have that piece, we just have it folded in half, right sides together, and clip that. We're going to do that with both of those pieces. And then we are just going to serge right down those short ends. Okay, next you're going to put those pieces right sides together, making sure that you are aligning these seams right here together. And then you're just going to clip around. You're just going to clip around this outer circle. And then after you get that outer part clipped, you're just going to serge around the outside of the circle, leave the inside alone. Okay, and then we're going to flip that right sides out. And we're going to set that to the side for just a second. And then we're going to grab our straps. So we're going to fold those in right sides together and put a clip on the end. And then we're going to clip it down. Okay, so we're going to do that to both of them straps. So we're just putting a clip at one end and then clipping down, leaving this end open. And then after you get that done, you're going to serge down the side that we clipped and then go all the way down, leaving one end open. Okay, and then we are just going to flip these and right sides out. So I'm going to take a pencil to help guide this out. Okay, so then we are going to lay out our brim. And we're going to make sure we have these notches aligned together. So I'm just going to put some clips just to keep my fabric in place. We'll be removing these in a minute, but just to help keep everything where it needs to be. I'm going to add just a couple of clips. Okay, so you're going to have your notches that you cut out when you was cutting the pattern. You're going to take your straps and you're going to meet them with those notches. And then add a clip. And then you're going to find this other one over here and do the same thing. Make sure you're doing the open end and not the end that you closed. Okay. You can do a basting stitch to keep those in place, but I'm going to use a serger for my entire thing. So the next step I did was I folded it in half and I just did a little notch. That way I knew where my centers were. And then I also did the same thing to the lining and the main piece just to make sure I had everything where it was going to be nice and even. I just went ahead and did notches throughout, making sure everything would match up. Okay, so we are going to take the bottom part of our hat, which is going to be the shorter. So the top is more thick and the bottom has like a skinnier middle section. So we're going to align these notches with this seam. And then I'm going to bring these two layers up and align these notches with the notches I made up top to know where the center was. And I'm just going to clip that in place. All right, and then I'm going to bring it over and align these notches over here. And then the same thing over here. And then I'm just going to clip around this circle so I have more clips to hold everything in place and I don't lose anything. And then you're going to just serge around this that you just clipped. Make sure you go slow because it is swim. Well, I'm using swim, but I'm going to make sure I go really slow to make sure I get all these layers. And especially when we get to the ties, making sure they don't slip out. And then after that, you'll have your finished product. You can top stitch this, the end of this if you want. That's just a preference. But then you have your inside and then you'll have your outside. And then you can tie the bottom of your straps if you want, or you can leave them, whatever you prefer. But that is how you will make the Lowland Kids Sun Hat. I hope that helped. If you have any questions, please comment them below, and I will link everything that you need in the description. Thank y'all.